Hi, welcome back to TyraSwings TV. My name's Fabrizio Poli, and today I'm going to talk to you about go-arounds. Go-around is when an airplane's coming into land, and as it approaches the runway, for some reason the pilot decides to take the airplane back into the air. And when this happens, the passengers get very worried. They think the airplane's going to crash, or it's in an emergency situation, and people panic, people cry, people shout, all sorts of stuff go on. Sometimes the pilots have enough time to come on the PA system and explain to the passengers what's happened. Sometimes the workload up front is so very busy, and I know this, I've done a number of go-arounds in my career, that you don't have time to speak to the passengers and let them know what's going on because you've got to focus on flying the airplane. So anyway, what they discovered, Flight Safety Foundation did a research on the number of accidents that happened in 2011, and they discovered that in 54% of the cases, the accident could have been avoided if the pilot had decided to execute a go-around instead of continuing and bringing the airplane onto the runway and trying to land. So that's really, really important there. So 54% of those accidents could have been avoided if the pilots had done a go-around. Okay, the other thing that you have to bear in mind is the reasons why a pilot would decide to go around. Now, sometimes it's air traffic control, because there's something with the runway, maybe at the aircraft proceeding, that your flight is still on the runway, so you can't land if somebody else is occupying the runway. Maybe a truck's crossed the runway, maybe someone's reported something else on the runway, or a hole on the runway, or there's something wrong, or just for traffic reasons or safety reasons, the air traffic controller commands the pilot to go around. And then the other reasons, which is usually most of the reasons why an aircraft does a go-around, is because of an unstabilized approach. And what is an unstabilized approach? An unstabilized approach is an airplane at a certain height has to be stable on speed, on vertical speed, on positioning, so none of this left, right, up, down kind of thing. It has to be very stable and in complete landing configuration, which means the landing gear down and the flaps in landing configuration. Now, most airlines, most of them, very few private jet operators do this, but I would recommend having this built into your standard operating procedures, a rule for go-arounds and unstabilized approaches. So what most airlines use is 1,000 feet if the flight is conducted under instrument conditions, so the weather bad. If the weather's good and according to visual flight rules, so it's VFR weather, then you can lower that down to 500 feet. So what would happen is the airplane would arrive at 1,000 feet, and if the airplane isn't completely stable, the pilots would go around and come round, reconfigure the airplane, and then land. So basically, just to sum things up, if the airplane has done a go-around, it's for safety reasons. So even if you're on a private jet and you're flying with your guests and your pilot decides to do this, there's a safety reason for it. It's trying to keep you safe. It doesn't mean that the pilot is not capable or his skills out the window or whatever. It's because they're trying to keep you safe. So go-arounds are very, very safe, and remember, 54% of accidents could have been avoided if the pilot had done a go-around. So if you're on an airplane next time and the airplane does a go-around, think, this pilot is keeping me safe. That's all from Fabrizio Poli at TyraSwings TV. Remember to subscribe to this channel, remember to share this video with the people you're connected to, and keep coming back and watching, and we'll be sharing, and also post your comments below. If there's anything you'd like us to cover in our videos, you're more than welcome to do that. And if you want more information, please feel free to give us a call. That's all from me, Fabrizio Poli at TyraSwings TV.